But God, being rich in mercy, because of His great love with which He loved us. Now think about this. Paul is saying that He's rich in mercy. This doesn't mean that God has just a little bit. God has a lot of mercy. I mean, He has tons of never-ending supply of mercy, okay? God has an abundance of mercy. He's rich in it. This is what Paul is trying to teach us, is that it's not just a little bit, but this is a lot of mercy. Now that's important to understand, is that God has a lot of mercy. Matter of fact, He's filthy rich in mercy because of His great love with which He loved us. Even when we were dead in our trespasses, our transgressions, He made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved. So here's what he's saying, is that God, rich in His mercy, that even while we were, what is Satan? An enemy of God. So if he's our ruler, what does that make us? An enemy of God. Even while we were enemies, Christ died for us and redeemed His enemies. That's rich in mercy. So even while we were Christ's enemies, He died for us, and this is what He did. He didn't just make us better, but He made us alive together with Christ. So you're not a dead man, but in Christ you are living because of Christ. So do you see the picture of salvation? It's a pretty big deal here, isn't it? It's taking dead people. This is the picture of baptism, is that you're a dead person. When you go down, you're being buried with Christ, and when you come up, it's appropriate to hoop and holler because this person is now alive, resurrected for eternity. All right, that's the picture of what's happened in the heart of man. That's why baptism is such a big deal. That's why salvation is such a big deal. And when that happens to you, that's why Thanksgiving is so easy. You're ruined for it. You can't help it. You're always thankful when Christ saves you, when He really saves you, because you were dead and you understand that now you're alive. He raised us up with Him, seated us with Him in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus. And He's talking about eternity that is to come.